Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. So within today's video, we are going to be talking about the situation of Memphis Depay, and then later in this video, we are going to be talking about Lionel Messi. All of this is going to be organized on the timeline down below. So if you do want to skip two certain parts, let's say for example, you want to just talk about and look at what I'm going to be saying about Messi, you can just move to that section within this video. So I'm happy that you guys are here. I hope you guys do enjoy this video. And I also do want to reference the BM membership. If you do want to further support this YouTube channel, if you like, you can join in the BM membership group. So you would be receiving a lot of perks. Let's say for example, you get one of the logos next to your name. There's a blue icon, a red icon, and then the original Barca Media logo. You'll also be receiving photo updates, exclusive member only videos, member shoutouts. At the end of this video, I do shout out to every name and everybody that's within the membership group. You're also going to be having priority reply to comments. So let's say for example, you comment something in the comment sections, I'm going to be answering you guys' questions, or if you do want to have a conversation down there, I'm going to give priority towards you, as long as you do have that logo next to your name. And then lastly, I'm going to be choosing a random 25 questions every month for me to answer through video form, and at the same time give you a huge shout out. So there is a lot of perks. Again, if you do want to further support this channel, just click the join button. It will be down there next to the subscribe button. So let's get to it, right? Let's talk about Memphis Depay first, because look, when it comes to this player has been very absent this season for FC Barcelona. And I felt like even if Memphis Depay was not injured at all and he was like healthy 100% of the time, he probably would have still been an absent player, because look, he is a top quality player, but Xavi has some serious options within his squad. Like the fact that Xavi Hernandez has certain players within his attacking options that is in the rankings within La Liga, when it comes to the top goal scorer, when it comes to the top assist player, when it comes to who has the most expected assists, or the player with the most successful dribblers. Ferran Torres, Ansu Fati, Dembele, Rafinha, Lewandowski are all in the conversation of that when it comes to who has one of the best stats within La Liga. And so you look at all of the qualities that these attackers do display on the field. How would Memphis Depay make his case on why he should be starting over any of our players? Like, what gap can he fill in that no player does have? And that is the biggest problem. Now, we could say that Memphis Depay is the best when it comes to making runs behind the defense, which he really is good at. Like, we have seen Memphis do that so many times, but Ferran Torres is a master when it comes to that. And so you can just see, right, that it was destined for Memphis Depay to see very little minutes in this season, and Barcelona are coming with a conclusion that they should sell this player. And it does say here, according to multiple sources, that Barcelona considers selling Memphis in January as necessary to sign more players. Barcelona doesn't plan on selling any other player in the winter right now. So yes, it's true, like Barcelona could possibly sell Marcos Alonso, they could possibly sell Hector Bellerin, but I don't think that's going to be happening, mainly because Alonso has been making a strong case on why he should be in this squad. The same thing for Bellerin, but for a different reason. Bellerin will be staying mainly because it's just too soon, right? He has a 1-year contract, and by the time we do head towards that summer of 2023, that is when Barcelona can comfortably let go of this player. It's just too soon. So the only asset that we could sell in the winter, it is like what this report does say, Memphis Depay. We can save money on wages and also receive funds at the same time, because if you look at the wages when it comes to like every player in Barcelona, this is gross, right? It's not net, it is gross. You can see that Memphis Depay does earn a total of 10.4 million euros gross per year. And when we talk about the net, right, not net but gross, he earns around 5.6 million euros net per year. And it's crazy to me to see that Memphis Depay is getting paid more than players like Pedri, Marc-Andre ter Stegen, Ronald Araujo, and also Gavi. These are 4 players who do have a much greater role within this squad, so it doesn't make any sense. You can see that there is a outlier within this squad and its wages, and the fact that Barcelona have the opportunity to take away 10 million euros off of their wage bill, they can definitely sign another player. The question is, who is that going to be, and what position are we going to be covering? And I think that it is going to be a right to back, but that is going to be for a whole other different conversation. So the whole focus right now, it is on Memphis Depay and his exit. But there has been reports about Memphis not wanting to leave until the summer of 2023, mainly because he wants to collect a signing bonus if he does finish his contract. And so it is because the agent and the player do know that if they do get sold, the club that does want to bring in that player, they're going to be paying him much less, because the contract is going to be freshly new, and they're going to go based off what that player has been doing in the past couple of months, which was basically nothing. Now things could change. Maybe Memphis might have a amazing World Cup with the Netherlands. He scores a couple of goals, up his value, and then if Barcelona do want to sell this player to like a different club, let's say Juventus, and Juventus say we'll offer this player 10 million euros a season, 12 million euros a season, and we'll pay Barcelona 25 million euros. That could be a possibility. So we will see what does happen with Memphis Depay, Barcelona, and whoever that club may be. Now, I know that many are going to be saying Barcelona does not want to pay their players again. Ha ha ha, what a joke. Barcelona is a horrible club. But we have to understand, right? Let's remember exactly what happened a couple of months ago. Memphis Depay always wanted to leave FC Barcelona. It was very possible that this player could have joined Juventus, but in the very last few minutes of the transfer window, the deal fell through. And then basically Barcelona were denied to bring in Bernardo Silva, right? So that was the whole idea. Memphis Depay completely agreed that he should be leaving this club, and he was okay with it, with going to Juventus. He was pushing for that move. And now Barcelona is only continuing to do the work for Memphis Depay and make him complete his dreams by making him move to a different club in the January transfer window, since they couldn't do it in the previous summer. So the conversation about Barcelona not wanting to pay that signing bonus, it is irrelevant. This was always the plan, and Barcelona are finding that opportunity to do it again within these next couple of weeks. The only thing though is that Memphis Depay and the agent are now realizing that there is a signing bonus by the end of this contract, which is why they are basically changing their mind, and they no longer supposedly want to go to a team like Juventus or wherever. I don't know if it's going to be Inter Milan or Manchester United, Manchester City, wherever it may be. So we'll see how things do play out. But now let's move on towards the next topic of today, and now let's talk about Lionel Messi, because this has been a player that has been talked about so much. And let me tell you guys, the World Cup is on the horizon. We're going to be seeing Argentina play, Spain play, France play, Brazil play, and many other national teams. And by the time the World Cup is over and we enter the January transfer window, I'm not going to be that person that says I 100% rule out Messi moving to FC Barcelona. I think that there is a small chance, very small, and I also do not rule out this move completely. There is a possibility that this player could return to Barcelona very, very soon. And we do have Lewandowski, who has spoken about Lionel Messi and his thoughts about his potential return, and this is what Lewandowski did say to Marca. It would be a dream to play with Messi. He's absolutely brilliant in making passes to forwards and has a good connection with them. He knows how to put balls in the box and between the lines. He's the best in the world at that. So Lewandowski, he knows what's up. He knows everything about what Messi could do and what he could be getting if Messi does make that return. It's going to be a much more advanced version of what we do see between Kevin De Bruyne and Erling Haaland. To see Messi feed those balls to Lewandowski on the pitch, it would be an amazing thing. And then you add Pedri onto the mix, it would be spectacular. And you better bet that Lewandowski has probably studied Messi multiple times on where he does like to lay off those passes when he does come in centrally, and Lewandowski knows exactly how to get within those positions. It would be a chemistry that many would love to see. You don't even have to be a Barcelona fan to see Lewandowski and Messi play with each other. And then we also do have Joan Laporta, who has spoken to Sport while talking about Lionel Messi, and this is what Laporta did say. Messi knows that at Barcelona he'll be at home, but I don't want to talk about Lionel Messi because he plays for another club. I'll only say that he's the best player in the history of FC Barcelona. So I did expect Joan Laporta to not say much because he's a very experienced person. He knows what the media is going to be asking him, and he's very prepared to answer those questions. But the whole idea is to bring this player back. Is just when, right? It's really going to be depending what Xavi Hernandez and Mateo Lemán do talk about within the meetings that they are going to be having during the World Cup. Since this is going to be considered as a break for FC Barcelona, they're going to be assessing exactly what they need sportingly for the second half of the season. If they come out with a reason on why they need Messi in the squad, then we could see Barcelona really go for it. I just do not know how much they're going to be offering PSG for the player and how much it's going to be salary wise. I don't expect Barcelona to say we'll give you 50 million euros gross to Lionel Messi. They do have a great stable salary bill, and they do not want to break it. So that is going to be wrapping up today's Barcelona daily news, and I will see you guys in the next video.